What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis, and in today's video we're going to be doing another no cooling call. Basically I'm getting ready to head there now. I don't know what's going on with the system. Basically the customer called in and said it's not cooling. So what we're going to do is we'll go head to the customer's house and check it out and see if we can't fix it. You know, when me and you work together, we can fix anything. So I'm going to head to the customer's house, and I'll see you as soon as I get there. Alright guys, I'm here at the customer's house. I just talked to her to find out what's going on with the system. And basically what she's saying is that she noticed some water dripping from her upstairs ceiling. It actually damaged the sheetrock and dripped through a light switch. I asked her how everything was cooling. She said everything was cooling fine. So basically what we're going to do is go ahead and get our tools, go up to the attic, and basically first start taking a look at the drain line. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tools, and I'll meet you guys up in the attic. Alright, I'm going to show you the problem with the ceiling. That's where she said it was leaking at. So we'll go ahead up to the attic and take a look at the drain. Alright guys, I'm up here at the air handler, and I'll show you this. There's water all in this drain pan. So that's basically where her water is coming from. More than likely the drain line is stopped up. So let me show you how I clean the drain line. Alright, what you need is a 3/4 coupling. What we're going to do is we're going to cut the drain here. We're going to blow through this way. We're going to blow through this way. And that'll clear any obstruction we have in the drain. So, let me show you. I'm just going to blow it through with my breath, and that should be enough to clear out anything. Alright, and once we clear that out, so you can see water, it's actually coming out of the drain now. And I leave that coupling unglued. So basically, in the future, if anybody has to clean that drain line out, they can pull that apart and basically get access to the drain, especially on like maintenances and things like that. You can go ahead and clean that drain without having to put coupling after coupling after coupling. So we're going to take a look everywhere. One thing I noticed on this drain pan, it does not have a float switch on it. A float switch is basically a safety device that will keep the pan from overflowing and keep water from coming out on the ceiling. So one of the things we're going to do at this service call is we're going to recommend the homeowner a float switch, and if that pan ever fills up again, the float switch will open and it will shut the air conditioner off, letting the customer know that there's a problem. So we basically took care of the water issue. Now we're going to go outside, check the Freon, make sure nothing's going on with that, because anytime you deal with water, you always want to check your first you clear your drain. Second thing you want to do is check your Freon to make sure that that's not low in Freon, because that will actually cause the evaporator coil to ice up. So we'll go outside, check the Freon, and I'll meet you out at the condensing unit. Alright guys, I'm here at the condensing unit, and as we can see, everything is running. You can feel warm air coming out of your fan. So I'm pretty sure everything's cooling, but just to be safe, we'll go ahead and check the Freon charge and just make sure there's no further problems. So let's go ahead and hook our gauges up. Alright, our blue hose goes to our big suction line. Our red hose goes to our small high side. Alright, and let's see what type of Freon this unit takes. Where is our as you can see, this is R22 Freon. So we're going to check our Freon on this system. It's about 75 degrees. And we're reading about 65 on the suction, 175 on head. Our temperature is above freezing. So basically our Freon charge on this system is within range of what we're looking for. So basically the whole problem with this unit, I'll just give you a recap, is the customer said they had a problem with water coming out of their upstairs ceiling. It was coming through a light fixture, and I showed you where it had damaged the sheetrock and everything through that light fixture. She said it was actually water getting into the light fixture itself, and she wasn't sure where the water was coming from. We went up into the attic. The first thing that we found was the drain pan had water in it. And when we have water in our drain pan, the first thought to always check is your drain line. I basically cut the drain line, I blew the drain line out. As soon as I blew water back towards the air handler, we noticed water coming out of our drain line once we cleaned it. That tells me that that trap at the air handler was actually stopped up. I blew outside. That line was clear. There was no obstruction that way. So that was the problem. Second issue with the drain pan was there was no float switch. That was the reason that water had overflowed the pan. So if there's no safety device to turn the air conditioner off once the water gets up to a certain level, it will actually overflow that pan. So I'm going to recommend this customer putting a float switch in to prevent that from happening again. Once we did that, we came outside, we checked our Freon charge. Our Freon charge was good. So the whole problem with this system was a stopped up drain. And if they had a float switch on that drain pan, it would have prevented it from flowing onto the ceiling. So guys, pretty easy service call on this one. So thank you guys for joining me on this service call. I hope you learned something, especially about drains and a float switch and how to prevent a pan from overflowing. So that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you learned something. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.